Hello and welcome to the FlexMLS webinar using the contact portal with an iOS device using the FlexMLS consumer portal app. This is the 7th webinar in the portal series. In this webinar we'll review how to log into the contact portal using an iOS device via the Flex consumer app, such as an iPhone, which this video will be taking place on, and how to navigate the information and functions available to the contact when they log into their portal from the consumer app. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to show you where to go to download this consumer app. If you go to your Apple Store, your Apple App Store, and under the search menu, you'll go ahead and enter in FlexMLS, all one word. And you'll notice we have two different options of FlexMLS and FlexMLS Pro. You're going to want to go with that first one, the FlexMLS. And right away we are able to see the FlexMLS Pro, and then we see down here the FlexMLS. This one is going to be used for the consumer. This Pro one, that's for agents use only. So if you're a consumer, you'll want to go with this FlexMLS one. Normally it would say get or install. Since I already have it installed on my phone, I'm going to go ahead and click on this open function. Okay, now that takes me to the login screen for my consumer app. I do have Touch ID set up on my app, but I'm going to go ahead and click this cancel button to show you that when you do get set up, you're going to have your username pre-filled here for you, which is you're going to be the primary email address to the contact, and you're going to enter in the password. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in mine, and I'm going to click login. Alright, so now this shows me that in case your consumer was working with multiple agents, when they log into their consumer app, they're going to be able to choose which agent's portal they want to log into. Okay, I'm just going to log into my own up here. And now this opens up to the home function of the Flex Consumer Portal app. Okay, so it gives me my agent's primary information, like their name and their title. It gives me their phone number. If I wanted to call them, I could simply tap on this link here, and that would pull up my phone for me to call them. If I wanted to email them, it's the same thing. Just tap on the link in the email there, and I could email them. If I wanted to send them a message via FlexMLS, I could tap on this message function, and that would allow me to send them a message. If I tap to the right of their name here, this opens up additional information of the agent. It gives me their address, and it gives me their phone number over here. This is not clickable, however, to the right here we do have the phone call icon that I could click on, or the text message icon I could click on. Down here we have the same email address link. I could click on that to email them. And then down here we have their physical office address. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on the back arrow here, and that takes me back to the home function. Next we have the search function. Under the search function, you as a consumer are able to create your own search. So if your agent had you set up on a specific search, but you wanted to check out other things, you could do that by creating your own search under this search function. And right away, we are able to see a list view of listings. And if you notice, we are looking at about 7,300 results. That is because we have no information entered in so far. Once we start entering information for search criteria, then that'll kind of narrow down our numbers for us. All right. How we enter information is by starting up here under the Enter Location box. When you click inside there, you can enter in an area if you want to, or with your location settings turned on, that's what this icon means, you can search a radius around you. Okay, if you were to select this My Location radius, this would search within a 1 mile radius of you. Okay, so if I were to just click on this My Location, this is pulling up results in a 1 mile radius of my current location. So right now we're looking at 22 results. All right, how do you go in and change that mile radius? You come back up in here and click inside this box, and here we see it says 1 mile. If I were to click inside this 1 mile option, this allows me to change that radius parameter. Okay, so I could just change this parameter when I wanted to, and I would just click done. Okay, so we're still searching within a mile. I could also filter my search by clicking on this filter option up in the right hand corner. This allows me to enter in bathrooms, bedrooms, square footage, list price. I could even change the property type if I wanted to. Okay, and then if I did enter in information, I decided I don't want that information entered and I just want to reset it back, I could just click on this reset button up here. I'm going to go ahead and click close. And if I wanted to see additional information on these listings, I could click anywhere inside of this open photo, and this pulls up that listing for me. So I could scroll through these photos and see what it has to offer, as well as scroll down and look at all the general information about this listing. I could contact my agent about this listing if I wanted to set up a showing. I could save this listing to a saved collection. I could hide this listing to put in a hidden collection, or I could share this listing via text or email. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click this X button here. You can also, before I click this X button, you can also go through the listings one by one by clicking on these arrows as well. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and click this X button, taking me back to my list view. If I wanted to sort these listings in a specific way, I could come down here to the sort function, and this allows me to change my sort. So right now I'm searching by status. I could go priced highest to lowest, lowest to highest, new or recently changed first, city, bedrooms, or bathrooms. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click cancel. And it's kind of hard to see, but if you notice up in the right hand corner of each of these photos there's a star icon. That's to throw these listings into a saved collection. Okay, so not only can you go individually in each listing and click on that save icon, but you can also click on the star icon, and when you click on the star icon it highlights it and that puts in a saved collection for you. Okay, I could also view these listings via the map if I click on this map function. This pulls up those listings for me, and it gives me a zoomed in view of my radius because I'm only searching within a 1 mile radius of my current location. I could click on any one of these listing icons here, and that would then give me the information about that listing. So if I clicked on this 242K icon here, this then gives me a quick view of that listing and what it looks like. Okay, I could then swipe to the right if I wanted to look at the next listing. Okay, if I wanted to look at more information about that listing, I could just click inside this photo, and again, that would pull up the listing information like we saw before. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click this X icon to take me back. And I just clicked randomly on my map here to get rid of that photo for me, okay? If I wanted to see my map in a different view than standard view, I could click on this icon over here, and it allows me to see it in hybrid or satellite view. I'm going to go ahead and click on satellite view to show you. I'm going to click done. And now I'm viewing my map in a satellite view. I'm going to click on this icon once more. And if I were to click on the hybrid, that's going to show me a little bit of both. It's going to show me the satellite view, and it's going to give me all the road names like the standard map view did. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on that icon one more time, go back to standard view, and I'm going to click done. Okay, so now I'm viewing my map in standard view, showing me all 22 results here, and I could tap on any one of these to get their additional information. If I wanted to go back to list view, I could just simply come down here and click on the list icon, and that would take me back to the list view. Okay. The newsfeed function is going to show me from newest to oldest all the listings that have been sent to me. Now I don't have any listings to fall in my newsfeed for this contact, unfortunately, but it would show me from newest to oldest all the listings that have been sent to me. And I'd have the same exact abilities to go through those listings like I did in that search menu where I could tap on any of those listings and get that general information. Okay. Next I'm going to jump into the saved icon down here. Now this shows me all of the searches, at least the top 3 searches that my agent has set up for me. Now you notice down here it says view all 4. If I tap on that, this shows me all the 4 searches that my agent has set up for me. Now you'll notice none of these are green and say subscribed. That means I'm not subscribed right now to any of these searches. If I were to tap on any one of these, it would then go green and say subscribed, and it would opt me in to receive automatic updates. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to our saved collection here. And down here we have our listing collections. We have our saved collection, recommended by my agent, and hidden by me. So if I had any listings that I didn't want to see ever again, I would just click hide on any of those listings, and that would put them in this hidden collection here. Okay. If I were to tap on this saved collection title, that would then pull up any listings that I starred before, okay, showing that I really liked them. Being in the saved collection area, we do notice now we have 3 stars up in the right hand corner. This is our rating system. Okay, now we rate them depending how we like the property. If we liked it 1 out of 3 being lowest, 2 out of 3 being middle, and then 3 out of 3 being the highest. Okay, you just tap on each star accordingly. Okay, and then you can sort through those listings like you were able to in the search menu, and you could throw these on a map and see where they lay. I'm going to go ahead and click this back arrow now to take us back to our collections. Alright, and then lastly I'm going to go over the More function down here. This function shows me my name that my agent has me set up for. If I click on this right arrow here, this just gives me my primary information that he has set up, or he or she has set up for me. So it's got my email address. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. This is where I can enable Touch ID. If you turn this on so that it goes green, it will then take a copy of your fingerprint, and then that way whenever you pull up your FlexMLS consumer app and you would rather log in that way, it will ask you to place your thumbprint on the home button of your iPhone. Okay, and then it'll read it and it will log you in. The notification settings, this is where you control how you get notified for things. So if you want to get notified when your agent recommends any listings for you, and there's any new listings, price changes, sold listings, pending listings, back on market, or status change, you will make those changes accordingly. I'm going to go ahead and get back to that More function of ours. And then lastly, if you want to log out, say you're done working in your FlexMLS consumer app, you can just tap on this icon that'll log you out. Alright, and that wraps it up for the 7th webinar in the portal series of navigating through the FlexMLS consumer portal app. Thank you for watching.